You've likely heard of the name Karen, and there's a possibility you know someone named Karen too. But when you think of the name, what's the first image that comes to mind? If it's an entitled, obnoxious, middle-aged white woman, well, you wouldn't be wrong, because that's exactly how Dictionary.com defines the name. But it isn't just a name. It's a stereotype that's being used across social media and is used to generalize any woman who complains. Social media, schools, workplaces, and more have enforced a negative connotation not just onto the name Karen, but also onto any blonde woman, any divorced mother, and to some, any woman at all. So how is social media portraying the Karen stereotype? Well, for one, it's a raging mother who allegedly was cut off on the road by another driver.
I'm sorry. My kids can't hear me calling you a.
Your window's open.
They can't hear me because they're listening to Kids Bop.
Meet the woman the internet is calling Kids Bop Karen.
It got 4,580,163 views. Social media is entertaining thousands with compilations of angry women, most often complaining to a manager, especially on YouTube. The compilations are not few either. Yet when one searches Raging Men compilation on YouTube, the results that show up are not fixed to raging men. Instead, what shows up are public freakout videos, and most of them have raging women on the cover anyway. But it isn't just YouTube. It's TikTok too, an app with over 1 billion viewers that show 60-second clips pertaining to aesthetics, cosplay, and comedy. Specifically in the comedy category are videos of people deriding women with the Karen stereotype.
Karen, oh Karen, the strains of Leonard Cohen, they make me feel like throwing all that brown rice you just forced me to eat.
Oh, ha. Come here, girl, let me touch up on your butt. Give it to you, got me reaching for your gut.
To prove that the Karen stereotype is being influential and seen, I interviewed 12 East Knox students, ranging from ages 12 to 18, and asked them two questions. What is the name for a woman who asks for a manager, and what is the name for a man who asks for a manager? I found that 66% of students I interviewed agreed that Karen is the name for a woman who asks for a manager. When asked what a name for a man who asks for a manager is, well, the results drastically differed. 41% of the students answered with various names, while only 33% of them agreed with the name, which was Kyle. So what do these statistics mean? Well, for one, it proves that the Karen stereotype is largely influential. It also proves that the stereotype is more so enforced onto women than it is onto men, as the name for the stereotype was generally agreed upon for women, while the name for men varied. Social media is portraying women as the more aggressive, psychotic gender, and its audience is being pressured to do so too. So how do we change? How do we change the focus of women being the nastier gender? That's a solution that is yet to be made, and that's all the more reason why these questions should not be ignored. And until a solution is made, keep asking these questions, for the solution might come from you.